What's going on? All right, y'all. It's your girl, Yo. I am here, y'all. I am here. I am happy to be here tonight. It is April 12th, 2022. We have had some technical difficulties. I didn't know we was gonna be able to get on tonight. Our lights was out, the internet went out. Everything was going on. So I am happy and blessed to be here tonight. We are going to be talking about something really something that is controversial, but I know it's going to bless somebody, hopefully, prayerfully. But before we do that, we are going to talk about the did you know in Black history. And my glasses are dirty, but we're going to continue on. Did you know in Black history, Dr. Patricia Bath became the first female African-American medical doctor to receive a medical patent when she invented the laser cataract treatment device, also called the laser phaco probe, in 1986. Dr. Bath was also the first African-American to complete residency in optometry, the study of eyes and stuff. So let's give it up for Dr. Bath. That is your Did You Know in Black history. Well, I got my girl again here tonight, Miss Army. Say hey, Army girl. How are you?
Hey, everybody. How are you?
We are doing good. I didn't go live on Instagram like I was supposed to, and I think I need to go ahead and do that real quick while we are up here. How was your day?
It was a very eventful day.
It was eventful. It's been a long day, huh? We were supposed to have another guest on here, but unfortunately, he's still at work. So he says. I think he was a little shy to get on here and talk about this conversation that we're talking about tonight. And we're talking about sex. Sex, baby, sex. So if you have little children, young children that are listening, please don't have them listen to this, because we're going to get a little ratchet, a little raunchy, a little something going on in here. Also, please go to the Let's Grow with Yo page on Facebook and Yo7393 on Instagram, and like and share it with your folks so we can get our algorithms up. All right.
I think you should welcome someone to join us. Find you a nice.
If anybody would like to welcome, you are welcome to join us tonight in this conversation. I will send you the link via Facebook Messenger. Just let us know, send a message, and we will get you on there. But I want y'all to remember this song, y'all.
I don't think we should talk about this. Come on, why not? People might misunderstand what we're trying to say. No, but it's a part of life.
Sex is a part of life. Indigo. Hey, Brandy girl. Oh, no, I don't want you to play no. Stop.
There's another one.
I don't need you to play no more. Hey, Brandy, how are you? How are you? Okay.
Hey, Brandy. What's up, girl?
Let's get it started. First things first. Can I ask? I don't want to get too probey, but do you remember the first time you had sex?
Moi?
Yeah, you know what up here?
January the 4th, 1990. Yes, I was 13.
1990. Okay.
Yes.
I don't want you to give names because we ain't gonna name no names. We want to
Girl, I ain't naming no names.
Keep discreet and stuff.
No.
Do you? Okay, you remember that day?
I definitely remember
Did
that
you
day.
enjoy sex?
No, that thing was painful. Anybody, I don't know anybody that can say that sex was great the first time. They lying. That thing is excruciating because you're experimenting. Your body is not seasoned as of yet,
right?
So it was excruciating for quite some time.
Excruciating for the whole act of it, or just doing it, period?
No, I love the person that was my first. Like that was my boo, my boyfriend, my thing,
The
my
thing
boo. But when you have a man that maybe is a little blessed
in that area,
and yeah, like blessed in that area, and that is your first time, then it doesn't go that great. A little painful for a little while till your body can adjust to it and get used to it. You want to enjoy it. I'm sure the man enjoys it because they're ripping you apart. But for the woman,
as a teenage boy, that's why I wish a man was up here. Men wouldn't be enjoyable because one, they don't know you're a teenager. Do you actually know what you're doing?
No, I definitely
don't. You know what I'm saying? Because you're really, for the first time, you touch it and you.
What? They touch it for me, you speak to yourself.
They touch it and they come. They ejaculate. But I remember my first time, and listen, he was well endowed, and I was like, oh. And I remember not liking it and not wanting to do it for like a whole year later. I was like, I would never do that again. I was like, nope, not gonna do it. I ain't putting myself in there. No, sir, no reading, no whatever. I ain't about to do that. I ain't about to do that. That's good to know, Brandy. So when you started getting seasoned in the area, what about sex did you enjoy?
I'm a bit of a stallion. I like to ride. I like to be a bit in control. Like for men, it's always they're on top of us. We laying there taking a beat down, smack down, whatever the heck it is. But a woman that is confident in her skills and what she has also likes to dominate. So I have always, even at a young age, been a person that like to ride.
Like to ride. Okay. So you said you like to ride. But compared to now, then and now, of course we've grown up and we know what let me be honest, I'll be transparent as much as I possibly can. When I first started having sex, I did not know what an orgasm was. I did not. I was really just having sex to have sex. Let's just be honest, because I didn't know my body the way I know my body now.
Right.
And like I look at the little children, these young people now, and I'm like, at 19, 20, I still didn't have an orgasm. I had a whole baby.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying? I had a whole baby. And I still didn't know what it felt like to have an orgasm. Even though I had experienced, the person doing oral sex on me and vice versa. But I was like, just having sex, everybody's doing it, so might as well go ahead and do it. And facts. That's right, Brandy. Facts. That's all facts. Honey. All facts. Believe that. So I was like, I'm just out here like million, and listen. So I would be honest. The first time I had an actual orgasm, I had my second daughter. What? I was 27, 28 years old. Listen, I was like, I missed all of that. You mean all these years that I was having intercourse, I did not have, and this is what I'm supposed to feel. This is how I'm supposed to, react with my body. And listen, so I'm just gonna be honest. It wasn't with a man.
Man, you done shot the hell out of me. I was quiet for a minute there, but to each
it wasn't with a man. And people like, how can you? It was she took the time to know my body and to do things to me to make me experience that. And I think, oh, look, listen, don't judge me. This is past life.
That's right.
This past life, don't do
That's
that.
right. That's right.
So I had that experience,
Right.
and I knew how it made me feel at that time.
Right.
And so I was like, I do not want to go back to where I was when I wasn't having it. Like,
right.
So back then, I think about like I was just having sex. It wasn't, I did it. Because I was in the in crowd. I was the in crowd. I could go out there and do it and take the beatings, which was dumb, very dumb.
Well, we all was a little wild back in the Deep Creek High School years. For me, me, I had a daughter at 17. So for me at 16, I was dating a whole military dude, grown ass, excuse my French, 21-year-old dude in the Navy. You know what I'm saying? So I experienced a little more at a younger age because I dealt with a different breed of men, I mean, I was in between, like my daughter's dad or whatever. I was kind of in between the situation where I might still date somebody we went to school with, but technically I was kind of still dating him. So I kind of had a taste of both worlds per se. I ain't never gonna call no names. I've had a variety even back then, because it was people that really thought they were doing something, and even with me not being as experienced, and you weren't doing shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, exactly. You were doing something for you, but you definitely weren't doing anything for me. You know what I'm saying? And it made me be a little bored with the whole sexual encounter. So then, me being who I am, I need to venture out. You know what I'm saying? And try some new things. That's when kind of the wild part, came out of me. When I was just wilding because I was curious. And I'm like, man, this dude, you cute, but you is whack. You know what I'm saying? Like,
how did you know he was whack if you didn't know what you desired in your body with your body at the time? Because I'm gonna tell you, at 19 years old, I love my baby daddy, but I was 19, 20 years old. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? How did I
whack? Me, when somebody's whack when they can't last past 5 pumps.
I mean, I'm 49, baby, and at about 15 minutes, I'm like, you need to hurry up because I'm done. I'm tired. I got things to do.
You know what? We needed to have this because I'm a seasoned chick. I need some hours. I need some time because. Really? I spar. I'm very competitive sexually because I know I'm great at my craft. So I have outsourced people that are great at their craft, and it becomes a competition.
No, wait a minute.
Competition.
Wait a minute, Cleophas. Now you're telling me hours. I'm 49. I did hours when I was in early 20s, early 30s. I'm pushing on 50. I turned 49 yesterday.
I turned 46 Friday.
Right. So it is no way I want to go for hours.
Yummy.
I got too much. My head. I got too much going on in my mind. I got to get this done. This bill got to get paid. Dude. And then my thing is, I know my body, and in the first 5 minutes, I can have an orgasm, and a 2 or 3. Because I will maneuver away so I get mine. I don't know about you, but you better get yours before I get mine. Because what I get mine?
Oh my goodness! No.
I'm just saying it's funny. It's all good, but I'm just saying now that I know, after I realized after years of not having sexual intercourse, enjoying it. I want to say I enjoyed it, but the way I enjoy it now, I don't need to go for hours. That's just me. I don't need to go for hours.
Well, that's where we differ. That for me, and I don't know if you've ever had this particular point in your life, but I went through a lot of life changes. You know what I'm saying? I'm not as active as I previously was, but when I was very active, sex is an art. And for
It's
me,
not an art.
it is an art.
It's a craft. It's a craft.
It is amazing when you can connect with the right person.
Uh-huh.
It becomes an art, and that's art. Art takes time.
The L.
I'm not with that 10, 15 minutes. I mean, that might be okay if you're in a rush, but that's not what I do, because you wanna take your time with the person. Like,
Well, how do you take your time? Every person, now I'm not saying you are, but every person that you are with should not get everything that you give to that special someone.
no,
You
because it
understand
shouldn't be a whole bunch of every people anyway. What I'm
what I'm
saying,
saying?
you for me, I got married at 19. You know what I'm saying? So I had the husband and wife thing for 14, 15 years. You know what I'm saying? And then here comes the children along with it. You got to do something to keep shit spicy for you, because you're looking at the same person. You know what I'm saying? You're going to sleep with the same person all the time, and you have to excite each other. So in excitement, you can have some, I guess some people can have some 10, 15-minute excitement. But for me, it's the anticipation. It's the building up of sex.
It's a foreplay.
Yes, it's turning each other on and stimulating that.
That to me,
yes,
that's the foreplay.
Yes,
That right there.
Right.
May take, it's throughout the day. We
Exactly.
something.
So that's hours.
It's hours of foreplay, and then getting into the bedroom. I can't be pumped on for hours on end.
Well, you speak for yourself.
For me, yo,
you speak for yourself.
So let me get back to when you were younger. Did you enjoy oral sex or no?
Not when I was younger, because I really did not understand how to do it. You know what I'm saying? You do it because it's men want it, and you want to please your man. But at that point in time, you just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't really know what you're doing. And then, you're scared to death. Like, oh my God, I'm going to gag myself. Like, wait a minute. It can't go back this far, because my throat don't go back that far. Like, it's
gag reflex back there.
Right. But I'm going to tell you, like, when I got older, and one of my exes, we're just going to leave it like that I spent a very long time with out after my marriage. Because he was seasoned. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When a person starts to teach you things,
right,
it almost become like second nature, and they talk to you and they educate you. Well, don't do it this way. You know what I'm saying? Don't do it. Like, don't put your teeth in it, and then open your mouth a little wider. And then, you know what I'm saying? And then when all the shit come together, you're like, God damn, this might be all right. I'm a beast with this shit. And then you begin to like it, and then you begin to become better and better and better with it. To me, it ain't no good sex without oral. It's just period. Like, that's
okay. So you now my thing, and that this is my okay. So you, because I know some women that do oral, that do it just to please their man, but they don't enjoy it. Right? They don't enjoy doing it, so they have, excuse my language, acid. And that leaves the man unsatisfied, really like, just stop, whatever, don't do it. But it also is to a man that doesn't know how to satisfy a woman orally, too.
I mean,
and
do
you like teach them, or listen? Absolutely. I cannot stand for somebody to nibble on. Stop! Don't nibble on. Just stop.
Yes, you have people that munch women, and my question to that was, damn, what kind of coochie she had? Because I know mine's a little soft and fluffy, and I don't need you to chew my stuff. You know what I'm saying? Right. You know what I'm saying? But for me, I'm very open-minded. Like, I can take suggestions, and I'm gonna give suggestions. Right. If we're in this to please each other, then let's talk about this. You know what I'm saying? Like, What pleases you? What pleases me? How we gonna combine this thing? And then it might be some stuff like, you might like that, but I might not like that. So it's all in compromising too. But as far as oral, everybody can't do it. You know what I'm saying? It's period. Even at our age, with my tenure, the people that I've been with in my years that I've encountered people, oral sex ain't for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Some
It's
people have to be better at.
However,
Yeah.
I don't think there's a person out here that don't want that to transpire, meaning that they want you to go down on them. They want you to eat them out. They want you to suck them off or something. I haven't come across in my years alive since I've been having sex that does not, like, let me stop lying. I met a guy who did not like oral sex at all. And I was like, what? He was like, no, I don't want nobody. And I was like, well, I had to ask him, well, what's the problem? And he says, because every female he'd been with, like, scraped his penis.
Yeah.
So I was like, huh? Like, how? I said, was it a nice little gentle scrape, or it was I'm biting down on your thing and you just, he was like, no, I had a scab. I said, never mind.
Ooh. But see, that's because nobody took the chance to talk to that female. You know what I'm saying? Like, me and my girlfriends openly have conversations about sex, and then I have male best friends, like straight. I have one male best friend. I've had previous male friends that we never dealt with each other. We may have done business mortgage wise, some other kind of business, in my past. And to me, it's good to have the opinion of a man. You know what I'm saying? Because they're going to tell you how to please men without you having to embarrass yourself in the event you need a little help. I ain't never needed no help. I'm a caterer across the board. I'm a caterer by profession, but I'm also a caterer to my man. So if you my man, I'm going to take the time to observe. If we doing something and I hear that, I know I can hit that spot right there. Let me go back to that spot, and you begin to.
But you take your time to notice your man.
I do. I want to study my man just like they want to study my body, because a man that's really into you is going to notice the things that excite you, the things that help you get where you need to go. And the same thing with a man. You know what I'm saying? What spots or which way to finagle stuff, whether it's oral sex or whatever. With oral sex, try not to be too graphic.
Go ahead.
But with oral sex, men like for their penis to touch the roof of your mouth, because that is similar to the opening of a vagina. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Some men like it to go all the way to the back of your throat. Mm-hmm. Women should know you got to turn your head a little bit to the side. do it a little bit in an angle. So choke me this way. You know what I'm saying? If that's what your man like, and you into your man and you want to keep your man, you got to learn how to be, even if you ain't the baddest bitch, be the baddest bitch in the bedroom for him. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It ain't nothing. I'm going to take that back, because some shit I ain't going to do. I ain't going to do some stuff.
What? Now, that's a question I want to know. What is it that you will not do?
I'm not doing no threesomes, because I can do it all myself. You know what I'm saying? We don't need outsiders in the bedroom. And then that's bringing trouble into your union. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I am open to doing things that might be outside the box, but truth be told, Lord forgive me, because I'm praying in advance. I'm pretty goddamn nasty. So I know it ain't gonna be nothing that my man is gonna ask for, because I got him from the top.
Did you like BDSM?
Huh?
BDSM. The bondage, the tying up.
No, he probably want to tie me down to get me off.
No, I mean,
he don't need to tie me up, because
you wouldn't do that.
No, I mean, I've been tied up, but I don't know. I kind of like control.
Hey, Brittany.
Hey, Brittany. I know she like, Lord, Mama, you don't put her on the air.
What is wrong with being tied up? Like that to me is a turn on. Y'all forgive me. It brings spice into it. I mean, just whatever. That was just something I wanted to know because some people don't like being tied up. They don't like feathers or whips or
I like feathers. I like whips. Me and you talked about this, Yomi. I like the classic blend of a clean cut. I don't want to call nobody a thug, but they gotta have a little street in them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Ain't nothing like it. Just be clean cut with it and be a little, yes. I mean, because it ain't nothing like it. I told you. I done told you it ain't nothing like
Let me
it.
tell you something. I like Texas. I love Texas. I'm here. Texas men, don't be mad at me. Please don't be mad at me. But ain't nothing like a East Coast man. I'm sorry. I was telling my girlfriend that today. It's something about them East Coast men that they put
Yo, man, I done told you. I'm still here in VA. Can't leave for nothing. I done just told you stay away from that one city.
It's something about them, baby.
That one city will have your ass sitting here like la 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 la. But then, me, we Aries. You already know.
I'm good for a challenge then.
We were bred to be that way.
My mother told me you don't turn nothing down but your collar.
I don't know about
that. What she say? You got to try everything twice because the first time may be a fluke.
That is true.
They might be off their game, so you got to go back a second time.
That is true.
Go back a second time, and let me tell you something. My mother got me in a lot of trouble. I blame it on her, Joanne. I love you. I know you. It's all right. Because I was dealing with a dude. I have never met any man like him. I have never been with anybody but him that was the size he was. Like, girl, when I say too big, I couldn't put my hand around it. It took two hands to go around it. I couldn't, my mouth wasn't wide enough. And even me sitting on it, I couldn't go all the way down because it was all the way, he was that big.
You did all that?
Girl, I said, let me figure this out. I'm telling you, I tried to figure it out. And then I couldn't because I was like this, I was bleeding for like 3 days. I said, I ain't doing that. That ain't doing no more.
See, that's the kind of man that you got to pre-season yourself for. Yeah, you do. It's gonna take your body a little while to adjust.
That's all right. I was good. I was like, I ain't doing that no more, bro. I liked him. He was a nice dude. He was sweet. But I was like, I can't. And I gone. Whoever you can find that can take that, take it. Because
I'm a girth kind of girl. You know what I'm saying? So I'm for the fill up the walls. I'm sorry. Whoever listening, I apologize.
It didn't go in. I mean, it was so big. It was so.
It bounced off. You gotta adjust to. You gotta just take a little bit at a time. You had to take a little bit at a time.
He was gentle. Oh no, he was gentle. He was taking his time. I said, bruh.
But you had to relax. You had to relax. You had to relax your body. Close your eyes. Go in a place.
I tried that. And then relax. He was like, "You're bleeding." I was like, "Oh no."
Let me tell you something. Even being we built kind of close. I'm gonna say that we're short. We are petite. I'm
close to the ground than anything else.
What you say?
I'm closer to the ground than I'm.
Exactly. So we are built close, and even being built close, I mean, I like a challenge. You know what I'm saying? I can see some shit that I know, like back in the days, even our younger years. You'll see some stuff, and you be like, "Ain't no way in the God's green earth, ain't nobody doing that with him." You know what I'm saying? But then you like him so much, and then he like you so much, and it's a mind thing. You know what I'm saying? It's a mind thing. You gotta learn how to put your mind at ease to kind of just
put my mind at ease, and I said,
work your way into it, huh?
I could listen, and I consider myself seasoned, mature, know what she doing, stuff. But it's just something. Listen, I don't have a uterus or ovaries, none of that stuff.
You know, I don't either.
But I like to keep whatever I got down there nice and firm. So I ain't got to be flabbing in the, stuff flabbing in the wind. No,
I don't got nothing flabbing in the wind, but I'm still adventurous. You got to live a little bit sometimes.
I can't live with that. Now him, I said no. I was not going back a second time. I was not. Now everybody, I could try it once, twice, 2, 3 times, 4, 5 times. Depends on how I feel about you. But that was just too much for me. Now,
I mean, I've had some that I have had to turn away previously, like I said in my earlier years, because if they like that and then they're not gentle and they're not patient, you know what I'm saying? They just want to zoom. Oh no, I ain't letting nobody tear up my hoo-ha, because I need my hoo-ha every day.
Every day. What would you say sexually is off limits? Like I already said tying up and stuff, but what would you consider off limits sexually?
I done told you my restrictions. I mean, truth be told, and Lord, I'm gonna probably get in trouble for saying this. Sorry, whoever listening. My past is my past is my past. But I've always been a master at all 3 holes I have. So I'm pretty much flexible with whatever, but that's not something that you share with everybody. But
right.
If it's something that somebody that you're in a definite committed relationship with, you've been with for some times, and like I said, I'm with it.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's something that I'm not used to, something that they want to try, I'm pretty open to it. You know what I'm saying? As long as it ain't nothing that's gonna put me in too much pain. Now,
Mm-hmm.
If it's gonna cause me too much pain, we ain't doing it. Like I've been shocked before.
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of weird because it felt good, but then it felt crazy. Like it was a weird thing, but I wasn't opposed to it. You know what I'm saying? But again, when you get into doing kinky and nasty stuff, that's something that's kind of reserved for your man, your special person. You can't go around here sharing every single trick and trade with everybody, because then it ain't nothing special to the next dude. You know what I'm saying? Like,
now, when did you learn this as you got older, or were you like this when you were younger? Because
older.
Okay, so when you were older.
Yeah, because I got married at 19, and I got out of my marriage in my early 30s. So being that I got married so young, I was kind of blinded to a lot of things. Like when I got out of my marriage and I got into another relationship, and we had issues, fallouts, things like this, and you come in contact with other people always can bring something different to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, sex is never the same with anybody. Right. Sex is different with every person that you encounter, but as I have gotten like in my 40s now, now that I am so seasoned, and I know not to be funny and not to toot my own horn, but being with me is a gift. You know what I'm saying? It's something spectacular, because I know how to share my soul with the person. We don't
need to be sharing souls to be getting these soul ties. Now leave them souls.
That's not true. That's not. If you have come across Mr. Right, you can share. If you come across Mr. Right, and I'm saying
he said it's never the same. Just right. It's never the same.
It is never the same. But when you come across somebody that you have that type of chemistry with, and that type of commitment and love and feelings with, like a person that you're also friends with as well as lovers, that's a totally different
experience. That is a totally different. If you're friends, lovers, and husband, wife maybe, or whatever, that's a totally different dynamic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because then you can share everything with that person. What was that? My other question was like, okay, like I know a guy who's married, who wife, they have sex once every 3 months, and I was like, eventually you're going to cheat. His wife doesn't like sex. But that also goes into stuff that has transpired in her life or whatever, and I can relate because at a point in time I didn't like sex, but then I used that part of what happened to me to my advantage because I was like, well, hey, sex is sex. I could go out here and do whatever with whomever I want to, and I don't care, right? But now that I get older, I was like, I don't want to do that with him. I don't want. Nope. I don't even kiss.
That's so funny because
That's
you kiss everybody. Like I was never until I got older a kisser. I was a pecker. I'm see you later. See you next time. I didn't really experience the intimacy of a kiss until I got way too old to even have thought about it that way. Like I'm like, I've been missing this whole time. But really, you can't kiss everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like you may try to.
Can I say this? To me, kissing, tongue kissing, French kissing, whatever you do with your mouth, it's so it's more personal.
It is very personal.
Than mostly anything. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because you can have sex and not care about somebody just to get your rocks off and call it a day. Mm-hmm. But if I'm giving you a kiss and I'm doing all that, that means I'm feeling you. So I am not kissing you. Go on about your business now. You know what I'm saying? I don't. There's a thing where kissing and just like you said, oral sex. I ain't doing that with everybody either.
You can't. You don't know where it's been, girl. You be done put your mouth on the wrong thing. Girl, never mind. Anywho, you can't do that to everyone.
Mm-hmm. But I'm waiting for the butt to come in now.
You can't do it to everyone.
Oh, okay.
But it's something. It's one of
your favorite things to do. I get it. Look, I love it. Now let me say this. I don't know about you, but I don't like drunk sex.
I like high sex. Sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
Drunk sex is horrible.
The
reason why I hate it because I don't know. It's like I don't like drunk sex. Don't come to me if you're drunk and you want to have sex because then I'm gonna be turned off. I ain't gonna get.
Is it the smell of the liquor? Is it the smell of the liquor?
I just know that like you're drunk and it's
beg to differ because Hennessy helps some people. It might. I mean,
if you drink two cups of Hennessy, shut up, Brittany and somebody. But if you're sloppy and you falling all over the place and you want to have sex, get off.
No, that's sloppy sex. Nobody want no sloppy sex. But I'm saying like a little bit of Hennessy.
I mean,
that might take them a little longer. Might enhance their little game. You know what I'm saying? Like, probably years back before weed became legal, or everybody done smoke weed in their time. I'm not ashamed to say it, but the first time I had high sex, I never wanted to have sober sex again. It took me somewhere else. Got that I was in Pluto. Like I really
listen. I'll have high sex with my man.
I'm not gonna be your man. You know, I ain't high sex with no crazy random people.
With just everybody. We can't do that. Like
no, you can't. I mean, I've been I am not a choppy kind of person. I've usually be in a
relationship.
Well,
listen, people. I ain't always in a relationship when I was doing my dirt. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I've been delivered, but I ain't always been in a relationship where I just be like, that's my man. Sometimes I was doing things with people that was not my man.
I mean, we didn't all have some side jinks somewhere.
Wayne Hayes said high sex can't be with everyone. That's right.
Wayne, ain't nobody asked you for your opinion.
Put it in there, Wayne. Put it in there.
That's one of my best friends. Okay, yes. But he's just my best friend, and there he go. See,
high sex can't be with.
It can't be with everybody.
You can't do that with everybody.
It can't be with. I just started smoking not some years back, so definitely it can't be with everybody. I mean, I'm not trying to give people a timeline of who I was with, how long, and stuff.
Right, I'm just saying, but you just can't.
Yeah, you can't
certain things with everybody, and now we're gonna talk about this for a second. because I have to thank the Lord that I haven't had an STD. Because I have not always wore protection.
Yeah.
But were you or are you afraid of who you're with? Making sure that they are with you and with you only, and they're not out here sleeping around and doing stuff with other people, because it's not just pregnancy. Everybody, I ain't gonna get pregnant. Pregnancy it's herpes, gonorrhea, syphilis, all that other stuff is out here when it comes to not just, intercourse, but oral sex as well.
See,
you get all that stuff in your mouth too.
Exactly. But see, for me, like previously when things might have went south in certain relationships, I'll leave it like that, in my past, if I did step out, it was with somebody that ain't no way in the hell they wouldn't get fucked up if some shit was bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, they had just as much to lose as I had. So ain't no outside of the box right there. Okay, this is me and you, and then it's me and him. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have to have an understanding, because like you said, I'm scared of stuff out here. You know what I'm saying? And people do some crazy stuff. You got people that just want to have sex, don't care who it is. They just want to say they knocked that person off or whatever. That
hey,
ain't.
you should come on the show, honey. Let's talk about sex, Ricard. Let's talk about it. That's the one that was going the entrepreneur.
Oh yeah, I remember him. I do. But yeah, like, no, it got to be some.
Drunk sex can be too much. It can be. It's just too much. It's just
I can't say I participated in that a lot, but
hey, Kimmy.
Hey, no, I don't. I'm never gonna put my body at risk with somebody that's risque. You know what I'm saying?
I used to, when I remember when both my girls were younger. When Brittany was younger, then I did it again with Jarrell. I showed her, we had a computer up. This is what STDs look like. You ain't got to worry about just pregnancy. You got to worry about what this what gonorrhea look like. This what, you know what I'm saying? This what this look like. This is what this look like, because at the end of the day, they need to know this too.
Oh, yeah. Well, I got 3 daughters, so
right. So you have to be. Yeah. Ricard said his daughter's having a baby. Oh,
congratulations!
Congratulations, Ricard. And Ask Wayne says it's simple. Get a consent partner and test with them and have a grown ass discussion. Then raw dog.
Wayne, I need you to cut it out. He is crazy. You should have called his crazy tail up here.
Oh my God. Well, that's true though. But I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of people, a lot of men and women do not have these conversations with their partner. I'm just going to keep it real. A lot of men and women do not have grown. Ricard said, "Thank you. You're welcome, boo.
You're welcome."
Grown behind conversations. Like, if I decide I want to sleep with somebody or be with somebody, look, I know I get checked. That VA, we gonna get tested every 6 months.
Absolutely. It's exchange paperwork.
Every time I turn around, I'm getting blood drawn because you want to see. And I mean, my tests are negative or whatever.
Right.
But we get tested. I don't know how they do it in the civilian side of it or whatever. But what are we going to get tested? Are we going to get tested for these things? Not just HIV. Let's get tested for everything. A friend of mine who I love dearly got tested and found out that they wound up with herpes from their partner, but they're the only person they was having sex with. So what was their partner doing? You know what I'm saying? So it's like you have to really sit down and have these conversations with your sex partner. And that's even if you don't have a significant, if you out here hoeing,
then that's what condoms are for. If you out here hoeing, that's what condoms are for.
Who go out here, and there's a lot of men, I don't want to hear nothing from y'all right now. A lot of men say, I don't feel good wearing a condom. I don't like wearing a condom.
They must don't want to have sex then.
Well, sir, we can't have sex then.
Exactly. Nobody's gonna play Russian roulette with their body.
Now listen, again, I have been there, done that. I have played Russian roulette with my life, and I think
in younger years, yeah, when it was so much shit out here.
But I also knew the guys that I've had sex with that they had a whole, like you said, had a lot to lose. They weren't going out here trying to catch nothing because they wasn't trying to take it and bring it back home.
Absolutely.
Ricard said, what if your partner feel like you don't trust them because you want to get tested so much? Listen,
girl, because they got something to hide. If that's the case, that's it.
I mean, listen, babe, we starting off this relationship before we even get, okay, sometimes you slip up. Before we get into this relationship deep, we need to go get tested. I want to make sure we're good. It's not that I don't trust you. I just want to make sure we're both for good and we're both safe. That I know I ain't bringing nothing into this relationship you ain't bringing nothing. So if any one of us gets something,
yeah, I mean that's like a courtesy. You know what I'm saying? I know when I transitioned out of my marriage and I decided to be in that relationship, we exchanged paperwork. You know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to know, you want to know, we need to know. You know what I'm saying? Kind of situations. And if it's not a situation where you can do that, then there are products that can be purchased in the store. It's just like point blank period, because some of those situations are life-changing situations. You know what I'm saying? They're life.
Listen, we don't have the money like Magic Johnson to get rid of it.
I'm dead.
I ain't got that kind of money. I ain't even gonna lie, I ain't got that kind of money. I ain't got that kind of money going there just get rid of it all of a sudden. But whatever. So life changing diseases are out here, and and we need to shut up, Kim. I know you dead, I'm dead too. So now my next question is how often do you desire to have sex? Are you an everyday type person, an every week type person, every other day?
Okay, before I got to this complicated stage of my life where I'm not as sexually active, prior to that, if I could get it every day, I like my exercise. It is
a stress reliever.
It's definitely a stress reliever, and for me, it just gave me energy. It gave me a different type of energy. It gave me a different kind of, like I felt like I was just running through a little flower patch. Barefoot.
Do you think monogamous sexual relationships work? I think that depends on the individuals. I can't say what works for me can work for somebody else. So I can't really say that for everybody. Let me go ahead and be honest.
Yeah, do it.
I would love to be in a monogamous relationship. I would love to be in one, right? That's my desire, to be in a monogamous relationship. However, I'm not going to be dumbfounded or blind to the fact that I find another man attractive or sexually desire another man, or my husband, or, thinks of another woman. I'm not, and we may have to talk about it, right? But do I want to go out here and have an open relationship where we out here screwing? And no, we're not doing that, because I don't know the partner that you're screwing.
That's
and
right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know what you might, come on, stop. What you might have going on, or if they are going to bring something back, or who they're sleeping with. So that's just something that I can't say. Like polygamy, is that it? Polygamy?
I don't really think that's a valid relationship. That's not a valid relationship. That is a partnership. all the way across the board, because you can't really say that you're committed to someone if you're still sharing yourself with other people. If that's your sole
Well,
desire,
if
then
it's a man with two women,
that's
a
still
woman
marriage.
with two men,
No, that's not a commitment. A true
you're
union,
committed to those two only.
that's still not a commitment, because if you got two, then it'll be three. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it 100.
Polygamy.
If it's two, then comes three, then comes four, then comes five. Because clearly your craving is not satisfied by one person. Your craving really
But do
ain't
you
even satisfied by two.
love, I mean, I believe, honestly, and I really believe this. I can crave physically this person right here.
Mm-hmm.
And I love this person,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
But I also love this person over here for something totally different. But I may not crave them sexually as much as I crave this person sexually. But outside of the bedroom, he gives me more than the person that I'm in that physically gives me in the bedroom.
That's a joint venture. Because that's a joint venture, boo, because you're still splitting yourself two different ways. Even if you aren't sharing your body with both people at the same time, they're on your mind. They're still a part of your soul, a part of your heart. So you're still split. You know what I'm saying?
You don't believe that you could fall in love with two different people?
You can absolutely fall in love with two people. That ain't what I said. But what I'm saying is, that's not the idea. It's not the idea. It's not the ideal. You know what I'm saying? It's
I mean,
really,
but then that goes. I listen. What's good for me is not good for somebody else, right?
Yeah.
For me,
it's not a commitment. It is a lot of people.
A life partnership.
It is a life partnership.
Jada and Will say,
and it's an entanglement with some. Okay, let's just call it what the hell it is, because it's not a valid relationship. It's just
you
not.
don't think it is? Polyamorous. This is and why I that was a good question. Plus, I was going to bring it up anyway. I can't knock it, right?
No, I'm knocking it.
I can't knock it. I just, first of all, I ain't got that kind of energy to be sleeping with you and got to split my time up with you and you. I just don't have that much energy, because both of y'all start getting on my nerves, and then I've been to dump both of you. Then we just whatever. But if I'm out here, to me, when I think of polyamorous relationships, they're not just with one. They out here just sleeping with everybody. Not everybody, but people that I watched this show called Good Things. It comes on Hulu.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a girl in there. She is in a polyamorous relationship. Mm-hmm. She has two dudes she really likes, and she likes a woman. Mm-hmm. So she splits her time between the three. And I'm looking at her and I'm like, who has that kind of energy between work, trying to build your career, and you then you're sleeping with her one day, sleeping with him the next, and
that's not a commitment. My thing is, to me, that's just a gathering of people that you're fond of. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would be so much easier to just be open about who you are and what you choose to do. Just tell, the people, look, I have love for you, and I have an attraction for you. I have a connection with you.
Well,
I can't commit. I can't commit to you because I still crave these other people. That's being free. That's not being in a commitment, because you're
polyamorous. Relationships are dealing with other people.
Yeah.
Do you believe men are made to be with one woman?
Yep.
So if you want to go back to the Bible, there's men in there. They had multiple women, wives, contraband, and then some. That's in the Bible.
It is.
Do I? God made Eve for Adam.
Facts. Right?
But do I believe that once they left, outside of the Garden of Eden that he didn't have another woman? I don't know, because all these other people was around.
I think that everybody just need to have a mate.
In the Bible, these men had multiple women, multiple wives. They had other women outside of marriages. Do I believe in the sanctity of marriage, that if I'm married to you, you are mine, I am yours, and we are not spending our time, our bodies, and nothing else with nobody else.
Right.
But can a man be with one woman? I don't know if a man is made just for one woman. I can't honestly say that. I mean, honestly, to be honest with you, Ricard, or anybody else, I can't honestly say that a man is made to be with just one woman.
I believe that there is a mate for everyone. I believe that there is,
because the ratio for the men and women, there's more women than is men. They are open with each other. That's right. What'd you say?
Help her Holy Ghost. I'm weak. No, I believe. I said mate. I said mate. There is a mate for everyone. Everyone was designed for someone to love them, one way or another. Most
men can't handle their women smashing another guy. Period. Our egos are too big and fragile. And honestly, that is true. Men will not. If he really is in love with that woman, he does not want to see their woman being with another.
Absolutely not. But they can go out here.
But they can go out here and cheat and do whatever. And a woman is supposed to forgive them for cheating. Right? And that goes back to if a man is supposed to be with one woman. I do believe that no one is supposed to be alone. I do believe that we are all supposed to have invite me on another day and we can talk about this situation. I will educate you both. Okay.
No, he didn't say he's gonna educate us.
We can talk about it, Ricard. Let me know what day you're free and we can make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
I believe men, because I look at everything. I look out outside of the world, the female to male ratio, how, there's going to be somebody ain't going to have somebody.
Well, that's true.
Somebody going to have, it's not my ministry to be alone. That ain't for me. Lord knows it's not, I don't want it to be. But I really don't know. I don't think that, I don't know if I can share. I used to share, like, whatever. But now it's like, as I get older, I don't want to share my man, because if I call you up, if we in the house and it's 2:00 in the morning, I want to roll over and you out with the other chick, I'm gonna be mad. You know what I'm saying? I want to roll over and fall into something, and I can't, because
you gotta that's when you have to schedule an appointment.
Yeah, I ain't scheduling no appointment. No. I'm not scheduling no appointment to get what no, if you're mine, you're mine.
Yeah. That is true. I mean, it's accepted now though. Like, people borrow each other folks all the time. You know what I'm saying?
They borrow each other.
They borrow each other folks because they do borrow them, because they go back home where they belong, where they probably should have been. You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you something. I have dated married men. I have been with married. I can't say I dated married men. I have been with married men.
Right.
Back in the day. And I was like, I ain't got to put up with you. Go back home to your wife. I ain't got to answer. I don't have to answer not their question to you, because you're not my man.
Yeah.
You come do what you do. We do what we do. You might give me some money here and there. We might go out sometime, but I ain't got to deal with it. Right. That was my mentality.
Right.
And now that I'm older, I'm like, am I gonna get payback for the things that I did when I was?
It comes back. Karma comes back. Karma come back, Yomi. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Most women our age only believe in that because it was taught to our ancestors by their oppressor.
Ricard. Ricard has a lot to do about his status.
I can't say that because they was raping our ancestors. So how was they taught that? Mm-hmm. They was getting it in with the masters. And It was. He said facts. What you saying facts to, Wayne?
Wayne, I am sick of you
What
today.
are you saying facts to, Wayne? I need to know. But
I'm not agreeing with Ricard.
I don't, I believe in karma. I believe in but my thing is I got my karma back 10 times over what I was in.
Yeah.
However, I just, I don't want to be with a man that's out there hoeing. Can I be mad if he goes and out with the boys for a weekend, they in Vegas somewhere, and he slip up? Can't get mad at that. I just can't. That's just me.
I mean, we all done been through some stuff and forgave for some stuff. See, when you really attach,
they had male studs on the slave plantation breeding the population.
That is true.
Exactly. So they was out there doing what they do.
Yeah, but like I was saying, we as women, we forgive stuff all the time, especially when we love a person. You know what I'm saying? Cheating. Even if you go and get the person back, like we be the ones right here feeling all guilty and bad.
I ain't never felt guilty.
It was the shit. I done damn near told on myself.
Yeah, I never forget it. And I'll take that stuff to the grave, baby. It ain't happening. It didn't happen. I don't know. You could call me in the my tattoo. It was not me. That was Photoshop. I will deny. I will deny. That is just me. No, I will not do it. No, I ain't
but I mean, that's after I done known the truth. You know what? When you with somebody long enough, you know their patterns and you know when shit ain't right. You know what I'm saying? You know when.
But let me tell you something. Let me get y'all men to something. Women can cheat and sleep with one man at one time, come home, wash up, and sleep with you that night, and you would never know she cheated. I don't care what y'all say.
That is a double header.
There is no a woman is. Let me tell you, y'all don't know how to cheat, baby, because y'all mess up. Y'all go like, I don't want to do it. No, y'all let it be known that y'all out here screwing. A woman can have a whole nother man. It will sleep with him, come home, cook dinner, rub your feet, rub your head, and sleep with you and screw you real good. Then I put you to sleep. Come on now, come on now.
Yomi, you was going in these uncharted territories. I will admit, long time ago, I'm just gonna say it, long time ago, you run into a situation where you like,
I know it's true. Why not know?
Wayne know it's true. We used to have these talks when we worked together. You know what I'm saying? Like, right. We used to have these talks, but especially when you go somewhere and then you don't get off. You know what I'm saying? Like, he done got off like 2-3 times, and you still sitting there like,
no, that ain't it.
Where's mine at? So then that means you got the you got to figure out where you're gonna get it at for real. But then you got to have that little adjustment time. You got to shower, freshen up, get yourself back together, and then you have to go get what you need to get. That has happened to me.
Let me tell you, women. I don't know. I don't know of many women who. Let me stop lying. I know plenty of women that had a man at home and sat somebody on the side, and the man never do. And I'd be like, well, damn. Okay, because I have done it. Women cheat better than men. That's right, Brittany. Women cheat better than men. Men ain't got that under control yet. They ain't got it.
Women definitely.
Women ain't telling themselves.
I'm sorry. Well, I sold out that time.
You stupid. Nah, I ain't never cheated. No. I'm gonna take that shit to the grave. Please, not. Yes, girl. She said not the adjustment time. I'm weak. That's right. You come on.
The adjustment time is them hours. I ain't trying to
come home, cook dinner, make sure your son go take you a shower, get him all ready, and then you're gonna jump on his bones. That's right. That adjustment time. We be looking real
mixed stupid females watch the
tracks like they walking past a sleeper line. Your daggone right, baby.
Weak at
we gonna watch our tracks, baby. We walking one. y'all leave your phone unlocked. Y'all leave your stuff on the computer. No, y'all just a happy woman not gonna cheat because she knows how hard it is to get a good Ricard. Stop.
Okay, Ricard, that's it for you today. That's it.
That ain't true. Oh, let me tell you something. I can be happy all day long, but if I'm not sexually satisfied with my happy man,
that's right. Like,
I'm gonna go out here and get this man that's gonna make me sexually happy, but I'm gonna come home to this man and and be right happy. What she said? It's the McStupid for me. Yes, the McStupid. That's right. Don't be shaking
Oh
your
my
head.
God, Damone, go away.
Yes. So you
In
can't.
my head. Huh?
What? You can't hear you. What are you talking about? What is he talking about?
Who's that?
They on Instagram. I don't know.
Okay.
Anyway, so you can't. A woman can be happy as heck at home, but you got to understand. Mentally, a woman can be good. You could be good, but we still have desires and needs. And if you ain't fulfilling my need in that bedroom, I'm gonna keep trying to tell you over and over again. And if you ain't catching on, or you ain't catching me what I'm putting down, then I'm gonna go out here and get somebody else.
I mean, Yomi, are you not gonna have a discussion with your man and be like, look,
after I tell you and you're not picking up what I'm putting down? If I'm telling you, baby,
how many chances you gonna get him to get it right?
I don't know. I ain't gonna be sexually unsatisfied for too long now. Because if you in there, this is my thing. A man could bust a nut quick and get off and be happy and go about his business. And I'm sitting up here trying to figure out. I'm sexually frustrated because I ain't let one off. No.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not that y'all are better at it. We just don't care if we get caught. Well, that's true. Well, that's a lie.
That's not true, Ricardo. Ricardo here acting like he's a whole G.
Girl, men feel the same way. Huh? What do you feel the same way about me?
Yeah, man. What are you talking about?
But okay, come on Facebook, dag it.
Who is that?
The one that's supposed to be on here. He's supposed to have been on here. I don't know why he can't hear me, but he said he couldn't hear me, so I don't know. My volume was up. But you can't tell me that y'all do care if you get caught or not, because y'all still try to cover it and then you're sorry that you got caught. So you can't tell me that y'all don't feel that like. But your ego's gonna be hurt when you find out that she cheated on you.
Yeah,
like you said earlier, Wayne, your ego gonna be hurt.
It's definitely gonna be hurt. I mean, for women, we are hurt when we find out, that our man done something. I mean, I ain't saying I went through it. Probably one relationship I just had with somebody that thought they was Superman, but
you know what?
Just felt like I'm supposed to deal with the Superman because you provide a nice lifestyle for me. I'm just supposed to.
I mean, some women do
deal with it.
Too many options. Wayne says too many options out here to be sexually frustrated. Bring the power tools into the bedroom.
Yes, because I love my rose. Thanks, Wayne.
Hold
on. Yes to the rose.
Let me say this to that. Let me say this to that. My ex-husband threw away all my toys.
Oh,
he did not want toys in the bedroom because he said if he can't please me, them toys will not.
How about I got
who will society judge more, the man or the woman? The woman has everything to lose. The man is praised for by other men, and that's true.
That is true.
But let me tell you something. Not nowadays, baby. These women out here doing a thing, and they could care less about being judged.
Oh, they being a savage with it. Period.
Now back in the day, I did a cheat back to get back. Until this day, he not really sure if I did or not. Girl,
well, he's showing nails, Brittany. You need a rose, girl. It's the best. How about I'm sorry, I got to talk about a rose for a second.
Hold on, F that. F what? What is you effing now, Wayne?
What Ricard said, but let me go back to what Brittany, our baby said.
Yes, your baby.
That's right.
It's your baby.
Brittany, let me tell you a little something about a rose. So, a really good friend of mine gave me mine last year when I decided I was just gonna clink for a little while, and I will tell you, I almost didn't want a man again.
They had
holy cow, the orgasm.
So it don't matter. A new man now.
I'm weak. The orgasm was so intense from that freaking rose. I literally I lost myself for a minute. Like I really sincerely, I had no idea.
Wait, I'm talking about the husband throwing away the toys after that. Yes. Listen,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
my
Yeah.
ex-husband was adamant about not having toys in the bedroom.
I mean, some
I
men
was
that
like,
make
if the
them
ring
feel
is spicy,
insecure.
the spicy, he was like, no, if I can't please you, they will not either. And threw them away. And I was like, really?
Did you go back and get them out the trash can?
Why would I do that?
I'm playing.
That's contamination. That's nasty.
I'm with you.
So I was like, okay. And he kept wondering why I wasn't after a while I was like, I don't want to have sex anymore because I wasn't satisfied.
That's because he should have incorporated the toys. Y'all might have been better. Like for me, in the relationship, we go.
That's right. That's why
he's the rose, Brittany. We'll talk about that later.
That's why he's an ex. That's right. He's an ex because and it's not that he. When I say, I'll tell anybody, my ex-husband, he was a great provider.
Right.
He provided perfectly for me and my daughter, both of them. He was not a evil man or anything. He was a jealous man, but he wasn't an evil man.
Mm-hmm.
But sexually, he didn't like doing things. He didn't like trying nothing new. He didn't, Wayne, I'm about to throw the whole Facebook.
I know, Wayne. I'm sick of him.
Bring the tongue and the rose and let's have her feeling like dirty laundry. I know that's right.
Wayne, you is off the chain. Like
you're crazy.
He is off the chain.
But I just was like, oh my God. But he was jealous, and he got jealous because he always thought I would cheat. But it wasn't that I wanted to cheat. But if you're not, you know what I'm saying?
He ain't rocking the boat. I mean, he ain't knocking it out the box for you.
Let's try this. He was like, your sexual appetite is too much. But you're my husband, right? You're my husband. I want my sexual appetite with you.
Yeah, but that means that he probably was with some mediocre chicks that were into the, some people are into the basic sex. And I will say,
I don't want to know that.
No, there was a part of my life where I was into the boring sex, and it was I'm sick of Wayne. It makes you crave other things, especially when you have friends and stuff, and they be like, oh well girl, yeah, and the other night and then I sat back and I thought, and I'm like, man, I ain't never really called him back and been like, oh yeah, last night was great. I mean, this was years, and I'm like, I never said that. So once I had an encounter with a person outside of my relationship and they showed me some stuff and made me feel some stuff, that might have just ended my whole whatever, because I experienced something, different. I mean, maybe in your situation, he was used to the average. And truth be told, Yomi, there are actually men out here that believe, especially when it is their spouse or significant other, that women shouldn't do nasty stuff if it's the person they with. What
y'all are doing great. What do you mean?
Yeah. They feel like it's disrespectful for a woman to do the nasty stuff. Like they would rather find
there's not their
side piece to do all their little nasty fantasies.
I know
they have at home, wife, fiance, baby mother, whatever. You don't want to offend them or disrespect them by having them do nasty things. But my thing is, how the hell I didn't want to be nasty? You know what I'm saying? Like, did you talk to me about this? Did you?
But I know men who don't want their wife to do the freaky nasty stuff because he doesn't want to look at her different. That's your wife. She's supposed to. The bedroom with your wife is undefiled. So whatever you want to do freaky in there, God's got you covered, boo.
Yeah, but if it ain't always my
experiences with your partner, and you should have enough trust to do different things. Exactly.
Yeah, you should.
I said, talk to me like I'm nasty a little. No, don't do that.
What?
She wanted the boy to talk to her like she nasty. No. All men aren't like what? I know all men aren't like that, but I'm just saying, Hey, mama, let me get in on this. Your favorite sex therapist. Come on, Julia. Come on. You want me to send you the link? I can send you the link, boo. I'll send you the link so you can come on in. Sex is like I don't know. It's a great thing. And I like, okay, do you like anal sex? That was another.
Did you really just throw this out here to me?
She said, bite me, spank me, pull my hair. Baby, yes. Yes, all of that.
Did you say anal sex?
I'm going to send it right now.
Anal isn't something you could do with everybody. You know what I'm saying?
That's not what I asked you. I just said, do you like anal sex? I
said I was a master with all three. I'm trying not to put a billboard out here. But I said that's not something that you can share with everyone. But I do have my masters.
Okay. Okay. Your life partner should be your wife, your porn star, your business partner, and your confidant.
That's exactly what I was talking about. Exactly. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh God, I was about to. Anyway. You can't do that with. First of all, you shouldn't be doing none of that with anybody. But she said, I'm scared. What you scared of, girl? What you scared of? I sent the link, Julia. I sent the link to you and your messenger. Let me just say this. I didn't like anal at first.
Right.
But then I had somebody do it that took
the correct way. And did you have that orgasm?
I did. Yes.
Oh my goodness. Oh my freaking stars.
Yes, Lord.
It change your whole life. You're like, girl, that thing will change your whole life. Cause that's how I got hooked. I was like, it started. I'm trying not to be too graphic, but it got the feeling real good. And then I think you can hit it easier that way than you could through your vagina if you have someone that is really
the butt plug. Get on the Stairmaster for 20 minutes and let it get. You know what?
Bye, Wayne.
You are retarded, but I love it.
Girl, he is foolish all the time.
I love it. I love it. We have, sex is something that it's been around for years. It's been. I always tell everybody I fell off the couch. That's how I got pregnant with Brittany.
What? You fell off the who?
The couch.
What you land on?
Her daddy.
Oh my dear Lord.
That was my thing. But
I'm not Eve, girl.
I used to, let me tell you something. When Kim said, Wayne, go to the corner.
Amen. Get him.
I used to be ashamed, or not ashamed, but what's the word I'm looking for? I used to be like, no, I can't. That's too much. I'm not doing all that. I can't be doing too much of this. That's too much. I used to be square when it came to sex. And then one day I was just like, okay, I'm bored. I'm not, this ain't fulfilling. This is not, I'm going to stop having sex. There you go. A prude. I was a prude. Yes. At one point in time, I was a prude. And then I just lost my prudeness and became
yourself.
Yourself.
Yeah. I mean, it comes a point in your life when you find yourself. Like for me, I found myself and I became more comfortable with, my weight has fluctuated. When we were in school, I was smaller, and then having kids, I got thicker and thicker. And
mind your business, Brittany.
I'm weak.
Since when? When I was a prude,
I'm weak.
I was a prude. I want to say, even I wasn't doing that much in high school.
You still a prude? What you talking about, y'all? Me? You still a prude? Don't even play, because you'll shoot a person down by a tennis shoe. I don't like them. I mean, I can't say that because I have been picky.
I am picky about whom. First of all, I got to make sure that the person I'm with can meet me, match me.
That's important.
right? You have
Right.
to match me. She gross.
Right.
Who's gross? I'm not gross. You have to match me. And I found myself not just matching somebody, but you have to at least act like you got some
Got some what?
sense with it.
What you mean sense with it, Yummy?
I like now to get me out my panties. We gotta have some kind of intellectual conversation.
That is true. That is true. Mental stimulation is the best stimulation for me. You know, sex is mental. Sex is just as mental as it is physical. You know what I'm saying? And if you can't, anybody can touch you physically, but if you can touch me here, that's a whole different ball game because it makes sex different.
Right. So,
Yeah.
like, so everybody say I'm picky. So I went on a couple days with a guy. Physically, he is not somebody I would talk to. Right. But everybody say, Yomi, think outside the box. You won't have to. Physical, there she is.
Hey,
How you doing, ladies?
Fine. How are you?
Good. You caught me off the couch with this girl. That storm had me out here just laid up and ready to just relax.
I know, but you know, we had to talk about sex tonight. We got to talk about it.
Every day, all day.
Every day?
Every day. Every day.
No, I don't talk about it every day. I might think about it every
No,
day. Even if I ain't doing it, it might cross my mind.
You want it every day.
Oh, I talk about it every day. I
Every
want
time.
it every day.
I'm gonna ask you the same question as is there things that you would do that you wouldn't do?
You have to think real hard about that.
I had to think long and hard because it is, you know, to me, sex is just such a creative art.
See, there it is.
You said it's
It's been said twice. Go ahead.
Yes, you know, that's when people come, it's a creative art. So when people are like, oh, you're a freak. No, baby, I'm not a freak. I'm exotic.
Say it ain't so.
I'm exotic, okay? This is an art to me, an art I have
Absolutely.
mastered. Okay.
Exactly.
And there's still levels that I'm mastering, but I have mastered more than just the basic level. So you can't come to me and be like, oh, you such a freak. Because in my eyes, some of the stuff that I do, I'm just like, ain't nobody ever did this to you before. So what you been doing your whole life? What you been doing?
They approved. They are approved. That's the word. They are approved.
Yeah, you're approved. You know, and people all with it. No. You're not gonna make me feel ashamed about my sexuality.
That is true.
Okay, you
That
can
is
feel
true.
ashamed about what you do, but you're not gonna make me feel ashamed for the things that I do.
That's
now,
right.
understanding that everybody can't get what everybody gets.
Right.
Okay, that special person, oh, he gets the sloppy toppy, you know, the whole
Speak
world.
it. Speak it. Speak it. Look, she got me in here like, yes.
Because I think that that's what a lot of people don't understand. All my tricks and all my efforts and everything that I do in life ain't meant for everybody.
That is so true.
So you're gonna get some basic, depending on what the energy that you bring. You bring basic energy, I'm gonna give you basic energy. You know,
Kim said, "Come on, Julia, let them know, baby."
People want to shush everybody so much about the things that they do in the bedroom. You don't have to like what I do in the bedroom because guess what? You're not in it with me.
I'm trying to tell you.
And you don't have to like it because you're not the person I'm trying to bang anyway. So
I know that's right.
Mind your business.
That's what I said. When I picked this topic, I said, "Oh, people are gonna be really mad about this topic because people don't like." I'm just like, "You okay? You're not going to." People don't want to talk about sex. People don't. He said, "Them lips don't lick everyone, just misses." Okay.
Well, you married. It should only be licking the misses.
I'm weak, Julia. Tell them again.
You said that like we encourage you to go out there and lick other paws. I'm not.
Now, what if you have, let's hypothetically, you're married and your husband is not pleasing sexually?
I wouldn't be with somebody that was not pleasing. I'm just going to say that off the rip. My husband doesn't have an option.
Now, some people are because he's a good provider. He makes sure that you're good. Financially, he's doing all the right things, but sexually, he's lacking.
And that's for other people. You have to operate within your own means.
I know you like the topic, Damone.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
You have to operate.
Damone is tripping today.
You have to
Damone
operate
is
within your own
hilarious.
means. I can't tell the very next person what works for them or what won't work for them. I just know for me, I'm a provider on my own. Okay. So if me and my husband are both doing the same thing, providing, taking care of the home, the kids, and all of that, then that's an equal match. But we can't be unequally matched when it comes to the bedroom, because once it gets unequally matched in the bedroom, then that's when all the problems come in. Now, I tell people all the time, and people get pissed off with me all the way. Sex is 99% of a relationship is love. Love is 1%.
I say love is about 5%. That's it. That's me. See, that's why I need a man to talk to me like I'm random, real rough. Girl, get off my phone. Too many married people are stepping out, so it needs to be said. Absolutely. Yeah, married people need to be. I'm not staying where I'm not sexually satisfied at my big age. Girl, you are 28. Your big age. Get somewhere.
Big age. Is that big age? Okay, if that's big age, what are we, ancient?
Right, like
if that's big age. Okay, baby, put my ancient self up in the hospital.
But because some women I know, they are, he provides. I was telling her a little while ago, my ex-husband, he was a great provider. When he came to our home, he provided. But that bedroom was like, and he threw away toys. He threw away my toy because he didn't want the toys in the bedroom. He didn't want that.
So imagine what that does to you, not only personally, but emotionally, mentally, and physically. Okay. And that's why, a person can provide. That's why I say sex is 99%. Simply because you can have all of those elements. And if that one element is out of whack, money and sex are the 2 top reasons for divorces.
Yes.
Now, that is true. However, in my opinion, there are women that have settled sexually for comfort. You know what I'm saying?
That's what we're taught.
Yeah, that is what we're taught. But there are still women that still live that way because that is the way that they have to survive. Like people are always judgmental for women if they're in relationships and their men are out here doing this and doing that, but nobody really knows what goes on behind closed doors. Nobody knows what people have
here doing this and that, and I'm going here and do this and that.
Yeah, but there are women that are out here that don't. I mean, I have a girlfriend, and I'm gonna leave her anonymous, of course, but she's going through a lot of things right now with a spouse, her husband. You know what I'm saying? And because they have so much vested together, property, businesses, bank accounts, things of that nature, it is too costly. And it is a disservice to her family, her children to make any moves like that, whereas for me, I can see to start over again if I put up with all that kind of bull crap. But then again, who am I to judge somebody that is going to do that? What works for one doesn't always work for others. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. It's the cheaper to keep them. You know what I'm saying? And they would rather probably cheat on each other than
that dynamic is changing. Each other are not staying in their relationship marriages like that no longer. Nah, I got to go.
Yeah, that we know.
So I just want to show, just in case anybody is, wondering about my credentials.
She's a sex therapist, Julie. I'm about to call you. No,
just in case anybody's like, well, what, baby, this is what I do. This is my livelihood. So anybody has any, what are her credentials?
I don't need no credentials. My credentials is my life.
Yeah, but you know how people are. Well, what makes you? I said, well, sweetheart, not only do I have the personal experience, you know what I'm saying? Right. I went and got the actual. Okay, right. I went and got the legal.
But people live it too,
Yeah.
I'm not saying this to go against what you've done because you've studied it. You've taken it to another level. But you know what? Sometimes experience is the best teacher in some cases. You know what I'm saying?
I wholeheartedly agree. Agree.
I mean, but I would love to take it. Like, that's the one thing when I was in school that interests me, psychology. You know what I'm saying? Learning a little more about how people think, you know, how they react, and different illnesses, mental illnesses. A little bit, we might have talked a little bit about sex. It's amazing to get to know personalities and how people think, how they operate, because it gives you an added advantage. You know what I'm saying? It definitely gives you an added advantage because you know what you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Out the gate, even if they try to present themselves a certain type of way, because you took it a whole nother step, they're not going to be able to come at you sideways.
Let's talk about sex. We're gonna talk about psychology right
now. It's honestly,
it all intertwines together.
Yes, the psychology of sex. You know, psychology of sex. But I guess since we talking about sex,
my daughter said, "How can some women squirt and some can't?"
Ooh.
So what I have come to understand when it comes to the almighty squirt, first things first, it is now being presented as something that you have to do. And it's, you know, still where you get that psychological block, because everybody still has that thing. Oh, I think I'm a pee. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm about to pee on myself.
Yes.
But once you close that clamp, once you whoop, that's it. That has moved on, and you have to try something else. So when it, you know, some women can squirt because they're actually being stimulated enough.
Absolutely.
Some women can't squirt. I know for a fact, since we're talking about it, that so with somebody that I generally tend to fool, you know what I'm saying, get down with, I don't always squirt with him.
Right.
Because that's not something that I'm always reaching and struggling out to do. Okay.
Right.
If it happens, it happens. But I don't always have to do it to get to where I'm going. It is not a requirement. But because people have now taken it and turned it into this competition, you know, whereas women feel like if I didn't squirt, I didn't do something important, or I didn't do anything, or it's not, you know, this and this and that. Is that bed wet is the question.
Yeah,
exactly. Like, squirting is not something that's going to happen every time you have sex. People need to understand that.
I'm just gonna tell you that I don't squirt.
Yeah.
So that's just,
I mean, I have.
And I'm okay with it. And
yeah,
I
have, but it is very rare.
I still have, you know, that orgasm.
As long as you get to your orgasm or you bust your nut,
I'm getting well boy.
Squirting's just another fun component of sex.
Yes,
it is.
But now everybody feels like, oh, I have to squirt, because, you know, I keep telling people, stop watching these fantasy pornos.
Yes.
And trying to pull that into your bedroom and make it something that is a part of it. If it is not something that you don't do on the regular or naturally or anything like that, hey, move on. Okay. Absolutely. As long as you don't have the Sahara Desert down there,
I am weak at you right now.
You're fine.
But let's get that to the Sahara Desert. Now, I'm gonna tell you, right, I could get dry as a desert.
You say the wrong thing.
Well, as a desert quickly if you are not stimulating me, like to where I'm like, okay, like I'm just gonna be honest. I was with a dude and I was like, oh God, I am not wet. My mind, he is not doing it for me. I just get off me, dude. Like,
can I ask you a question? Why you ain't get up and walk out?
Oh, I did after. I did.
I got another question.
No,
why you didn't ask him to lick it? Why you didn't get him to lubricate it?
He did it and it just wasn't working.
You ever had a horrible head?
It just wasn't working. Yeah. It just, I was like, okay, let me go. Let me just go. Because right now you're pissing me off.
And that's what I have found that a lot of guys do not even understand.
You want to know how it happens? Let's talk about the rose later, Brittany, because that's how I got my the best squirt.
Now, what you say your what you
rose?
Just make sure the bed.
I said that. Just make sure that bed wet afterwards.
I cannot with him.
Your job, right? You know, a lot of men don't understand that for women, you know what I'm saying? We have to keep on that even keel. Now, I'm not saying men don't either, because a man doesn't want somebody laying in the bed like no, dead
Cardboard.
fish.
Right.
Right. You know what I'm saying? You just laying there. He better off cutting a hole in the mattress and getting down with that than laying on top of you.
Right.
But for women, you know what I'm saying? Men always say, oh, we're visual creatures. It's not just y'all. Women are visual creatures. That's how we determine whether we're going to hit it or not. We know within the first 5 seconds of meeting you, if you are going to be the king jumping on this body tonight, yay or nay. First 5 seconds of meeting you. Now, after that first 5 seconds is over and, we have determined that you're the person that we want, now that you've got that attention, you have to keep it.
Yes.
Okay. Just like they can get turned off while they always talking about, oh, you got an oatmeal cookie for a stomach and your booty got this and that. Bro, first of all, I can tell you right now, you pull down your pants and you look like this, I'm done. I'm done. There is no, I'm a grower. You know what I'm saying? I'm a shower, not a grower. I'm a grower, not a shower. There is none of that, because you should have already been there. If you was going to grow, you should have already been grown. Okay. You should have poured some water on your little plant. You should have already had it out there ready to go.
Ready to go.
Ready to go. Ain't no, play with it, get it hard for me, things like that. See, that's that type of stuff that, throws people off mentally. If you in there breathing all heavy and telling somebody, come girl, what do we stop, bruh?
Stop talking.
Bruh, this ain't helping me, okay? You're not lifting me to the levels of ecstasy that I should be by you thinking that you can automatically. Right, mentally, we have to be there. We do it. And if we're not, I don't care what nobody say. Oh, her coochie dry. Can I say that on your page?
Yeah, you can. Go ahead.
Okay. I had to make sure it come out my mouth. But, if you're talking about somebody coochie dry, it's your responsibility to ensure that the coochie don't get dry. You in there, and I tell people too, stay in one or two positions. Stop flipping people like they pancakes, and you got to check each side to make sure that it's even. You over here, then you over here, then you up here, then you doing this, and then you doing, baby, so what are you doing? Because guess what? I can promise you, all of that, you're still in the same spot.
No, I like all over there.
I like it.
I like a variety. I'm sorry. I like a variety. I mean, that's being adventurous in the bedroom. You know what I'm saying?
You can stay. Actually, you can stay in a missionary position and come like you ain't never came before.
It's nothing wrong with positions.
It's nothing wrong with this position.
Right.
What I'm saying about that many positions, if you're going to put me in that many positions, it better be just liquid flying. It better be hitting you in the eye. It better be, that's what I mean by don't start switching positions because you feel like my coochie is dry on this side of the house. No, if you want to spin me around like a top on your your dick, can I say that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. If you want to, I gotta ask. But if you want to spin me around, bend me like a pretzel, you know what I'm saying? Put my, make sure that I can hear my feet thinking. That's fine. But while you doing all of that, please make sure that while you doing all of that, like I said, it's just liquid. Hey, it's just everywhere.
That's
we
right.
don't know what to do.
That's right.
But if you're doing all those positions and I'm dry,
that's gonna hurt. That's not comfortable at all.
Mm-mm.
I mean,
when we stay right there, don't switch the damn position. Just stay right there.
Exactly. If I tell you stay there,
Yeah.
if I grab you, stay right here. And what they always do,
They move.
but
it's not a man up here. But let me say this: some men like to play with you right before you get to that point. You know what I'm saying? They like to play with you, like get you all the freaking way there, and you be like, yes, and they be getting good, and then you get your rhythm.
Some men move.
They like to move on purpose. They like to play with you. It becomes a game.
Some of them don't. Some don't.
Well,
some just move to move. They don't move to play with you. They move because they retarded.
This ain't 50 Shades of Grey.
Thank you.
Where, I'm gonna play with you and then I'm gonna deny you. Okay, I'm going to deny you
denials. I just
your sexual pleasure. Because when you tell a man not to move and a man moves on purpose, he is denying you your sexual pleasure. It is not prolonging you. It is denying you your nut, your cum, whatever you want to, whatever.
But what if I play the same? I may play the same game. It really depends on who you're with and the way that you.
They coming, they gonna come, and it's nothing really you could do to stop it.
No, it's nothing you can
it's a
do when they're
movie.
ready to do it. But some people, y'all are speaking from y'all's personal preferences. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody is different. Everybody has a strategy and a roadmap as to what turns them on or what excites them. Sometimes prolonging makes it more, it intensifies your orgasm when you do reach it. You know,
But that's something.
it just all depends.
But I'm not speaking from my personal experiences
Right.
because my personal experiences will run some people off. So I can't speak from my personals. I can't speak from my personals. But now don't get me wrong, you're absolutely right. I'm not saying that your personal experience is exactly that.
Right,
But
exactly.
on the other side of the coin, though, this is why I tell people you have to have a talk with the person that you're getting in.
That you do.
Now, if I picked you up in the club, you know what I'm saying, at 2:00 when they flick the lights on, you still look good at 2:00 after about 4 or 5 shots of tequila and about 8 Jaeger bombs, and you still look good when the lights come on at 2:00. That's a little bit of a different story because I'm really not trying to discuss with you, the particulars. But I am speaking of, maybe people who would not one night stands, but generally, when you're having, sex with, maybe you're even having sex with different people, but they're still the same different people. Those are conversations that you have to have because, like you said, nobody wants to talk about sex.
Nobody.
I will never tell anybody my personal experiences because, again, this is what I like. You know what I'm saying? That is what I like. Like we get into the great dick debate, all right? Little men or big dick men, okay? And people want to argue other people down about your preference. I ignore those because that's low vibration and low frequency conversations.
Right.
I like what I like.
Right.
We all like what we like.
Right. And you like what you like. And there's nobody I can't convince you to do anything different or, other than what it is that you're used to and what you're comfortable with.
Right.
So that's why when you say people don't talk about sex, if you're somebody that I intend to have multiple times, you know what I'm saying? Like we're going to make this a habit, then I need to be talking to you. If I'm just banging you on the side, we might be a 1 or 2 piece. I don't give a damn. Like, hey, we're going to get in here. We're going to do what we're going to do. Move around. Mm-hmm. But to have that conversation with the people that you're laying up with, no matter how many people, whether it's one or, multiple people. So, I've never spoke from my personal experience because I can't tell you what's good for you.
That's right.
I just, I just know after having multiple conversations with a lot of women and men too.
Yeah.
Counseling couples, a lot of men, a lot of women. For a lot of women that throw off, you know what I'm saying? That, I'm about to come and then you move on me. Do you know how long it takes for me to get back up there? Do you know how long I was here? Okay, I was at the mountaintop. I was almost at the peak. You done knocked my ass back down. So guess what? Now you're mad because I need you to prolong.
Right.
So what should have been, we both either could have came or one after the other or however it might have happened. But now you've knocked me all the way back down the hill.
And I got to build back up.
That's a mind fuck. I mean, it fucks with your mentals. I know for me, I had a situation where it took me somewhere else. Like I was really angry because it was my time. I was ready. I felt that thing coming. It's like, Lord, I had prayed for this one. I just felt like it was gonna be I did. I had to ask God to forgive me in advance because I knew what was about to come was just epic. And then it did not necessarily. Yeah, and I was a bit angry. I'm not even gonna lie about that. I was very angry. I was angry because it took my mind and mind fucked me.
And now you don't even know if you're going to be able to get back to that same point because every orgasm, every busted nut, every cum is different. So what might have been the most intense one, you might still come. You might still have an orgasm, but it was just that, okay, I do this with my fingers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I do this with my fingers or whatever. So, I tell people, when you're getting into situations, again, you have to talk. You can't just lay there. And I can understand you being mad because I ain't even gonna lie to you. I know it's happened to me. Mm-hmm. Baby, my whole mouth. I'm dangerous, and I'm just like, get your ass bye. And
Yeah.
I got a whole entire attitude because now you're done.
And I ain't got nothing.
Right. I'm unsatisfied. You're done. And I either got to wait your 15, 20, however long, depends on the person. Okay. But I now have to wait on you to get yourself back up. Well, not get yourself back up, but you know what I'm saying? Let your levels build back up so that you can breathe and we can go back into this. But now I don't even know if this second go round, if I'm going to achieve anything at this point. So it is frustrating.
Right. It is very.
I just realized.
I understand from that standpoint. I definitely understand because even early on, like I experienced it a lot early on in my life where, you know, you go to bed unsatisfied and it's pretty frustrating. You know what I'm saying? That's where the toys really came into play for me because I'm like, you good, you over there snoring, you know what I'm saying? You ready to go to sleep, you ready to prepare yourself for work, you tired, and I'm over here frustrated as shit. You know what I'm saying? Now you're gonna hear because I need to get off too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love a toy.
But that's why I said with my ex, when he threw my toys away because he was like, if I can't satisfy you, the toys won't. But you're not satisfied.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we're not.
And I feel that people, like I tell folks, look, you have to be at a point to where you are honest with your mate if they aren't doing it.
Right.
Right.
Because people want to give hints. Ain't nobody no mind reader.
Right.
Nobody's got time to sit up here and think like, did I not do my job? Because honestly, I can tell you right off the rip, 90% of men, if you leave it up to them and you don't directly express to them your displeasure, you short.
Yep.
You can give all the clues that you want. You can put a whole welcome sign and point to your clit and say, push here. You can do all of that. And he'll still move it out the way and do what he wants to do.
Yep.
Because to him, it don't matter. And it's the same thing for men as well. You know, I tell women, stop, hey, look, we do a lot of stuff that just ain't really, men do fake orgasms as well. They do.
That is true. That is true.
They do fake it as well. They also lay in the bed and be bored as hell. You in there flopping around, riding, thinking that you Megan with the knees, and you really just Miss Piggy on her knees. You think about it. It's like, okay, you in there just going to town thinking that you're doing something. He just laying in the bed like, I should just throw her. I just throw her off. Right, just throw her off.
I have to do it myself.
Right, but like you said, simply because nobody wants to talk about sex. And because I tell people, even when I tell people that I'm a sex therapist, people giggle and they start blushing and stuff like that. And I'm like, what are we in 5th grade?
I'm weak.
But I understand that because
it's
sex
uncomfortable
feels so taboo.
Yeah.
Even though it's on TV and depicted in just about everything that there is, people still feel like, oh, that's just, you got to be hush hush about that.
They don't want you to
I don't want you to think I'm a freak. I don't want you. First of all, I can't think you anything because I'm not here to judge you.
And but there are some people who do judge you.
Well, and because that's just people, period. You hear, people will judge me for saying I like, well-endowed men. Mm-hmm. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Oh, girl, you got a cave for a coochie. You this and this. No, I don't have a cave for a coochie, sweetheart.
Right.
I just know I just know my body.
Yeah, you know what you like.
What my body likes. And I know that there are certain peaks, hills, and valleys that you cannot get into if you fall short of the grace of the glory of God. I'm just but and that's not saying that somebody, who is not well endowed cannot do the job.
Right.
I don't, I believe in giving people opportunities.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. But you also have to understand you only got a certain length. So there's some positions, there's some things you just can't do. So don't get up in here trying to long stroke me and it keep falling like a little hot dog. And because we're done. I mean, like, that's annoying. But there's people who are mad because, oh my God, like, you got a coochie that, y'all, that's just what I like. That is just me. I'm not saying if you want a roach can stuck up in you. Yes, girl, a whole roach can.
I am dying of
Yes.
you.
Can I get there? Can I? You know what I'm saying? Like, but for people to go, but that's just innately people to
Mhm.
judge the things that make them uncomfortable. When you're satisfied within yourself, I don't care what any of my clients have ever came and told me. And I have heard some stuff. And I'm like, okay. I thought that would gross you out. Why? That's what you like. That's what you like. I mean, we'll talk about maybe cleanliness. We'll discuss that. You know what I'm saying? Because I do know some people that, like golden showers. Not my business.
At all.
That's right.
Just make sure you put enough towels on the bed and get some waterproof mattress covers.
That's
I know
it.
that's right.
That your bed ain't smelling like pee. There are some people that like being defecated on. And again,
That's their business.
That's right.
I'm just like, okay, just make sure you're not putting it in your eyes, your nose,
No.
because all of the things, like we're just talking about infectious diseases that can occur from that. But if you want somebody to cop a squat over your chest because that turns you on, then baby, look, let them how do they have to cop that squat? What makes you mad when they, how do they have to do it? I know people that like various things inserted inside them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, anally. I know people that gerbil. You want to stick a gerbil up in there and let them run loose?
No.
They ain't got nothing on me because he's gonna try to crawl his way out or go in there and go die.
Yeah.
But whatever, And so but I'm comfortable enough within my own sexuality to not sit up here and be worried about what you're doing in your bedroom.
That's right.
And so when it comes to bringing other people into the fold, of course, you have to find like-minded people. You know what I'm saying? That are into, because everybody calls it a kink now. So we'll just call it kink. Since everything's a kink now. Oh, you've got a kink. Whatever, people. Because, I'm like, you all are taking the world of BDSM and perverting it.
They are.
They're perverting. Ever since 50 Shades of Grey came out, everybody now.
That was control. That wasn't BDSM. That was just straight control.
Right. And that's what I try to explain to people. That is nowhere near. I said, first of all, the BDSM world is such a secretive world. It is a world built upon trust. This is not what you and the next person that you met at the mall. And everybody want to come to me, I tied somebody up. Bye. If you've never been tied up before, if you in your 40s, mid 40s, late 40s, 50s, and okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, choking somebody, tying people up.
What do y'all think about your partners, talking to your partners about old experience so they know what you didn't or did like before?
I think don't
talk about your old experience. Just tell them you don't like this.
Just tell them what you like and what you don't like.
You ain't got to tell them with who, why they did it this way.
No, you don't never want to tell what, who, why, or where, but I don't see anything wrong with saying what doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? If it's somebody that you really like, now
I don't want you to tie me up. I don't like that. I don't like being tied up.
Don't tie me up. Don't choke me.
Right. Something that makes you feel uncomfortable. Like
Charles.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
No. But
you have to tell people.
You do. Absolutely.
You have to tell people what you're into, what you're not into.
Mm-hmm.
You have to. Because again, if you are not having these open conversations with those people,
how are they going to know?
Right. You can't be mad for what you do or do not get.
Exactly.
You can't be mad. It's okay to stop in the middle of sex.
Yep.
It's okay to stop in the middle of head. I mean, you know what I'm saying? In growing up and, experiences with giving head, used to think that, hey, them teeth on some people, hey, some men like teeth on it. So it's like, our men like teeth. Baby, no.
They don't.
Don't you rake my teeth. Don't rake your teeth up on these balls now. You're gonna be problematic.
Right.
But of course, through learning and experiences, but if nobody ever tells you.
Exactly.
And I honestly, I'll say this. I blame it on women when I get to these badass lovers to a certain degree. Because I know for some men, they just hard head and it don't matter what you say,
Right.
how you tell them, when you tell them, or nothing like that. They're going to continue to do what they want to do simply because that's all they know. But I say women are, because here's the thing. If you let somebody lay up on you and hump you for 45 minutes and it was horrible, who fault is that?
That's definitely, that's definitely a woman's fault.
Right. That's you. So if you don't correct that man in
Mhm.
any capacity, help him move on. If you don't do anything to help him move on to the next part of his life, if you're not going to be a part of it, then you are just as responsible. Now, it's his job to also, make sure that he's doing what he's supposed to be doing to explore.
And just know every female body is totally different.
Exactly. Everybody's not the
Absolutely.
same. But I tell women, quit hyping these dudes up. Quit hyping them up. If he didn't do the job, stop it.
Baby, yes.
Just stop him right there. Stop him in his tracks. Like when I listen to all these rappers, I just be like, I know there's some female out there right now that's like, he a lie.
Right.
He
Yeah.
a whole lie, girl. He a whole lie. Girl, he lasted for 3 minutes and it wasn't even this and his head was trash. And I know there's somebody out there like that. But clearly we continue to let these people believe that they're doing right about what they're doing. Same thing.
What if your partner has a titty thing and it's not for you? You mean rub on your breast and suck on your
Sucking
breast?
on them and stuff? Speak up. Say something.
I don't really like that.
Yeah.
I mean, speak up and say something. If you don't want nobody to suck on your titties because it does not do it for you, baby, no. Find another spot. Because I can promise you, there are 27 erogenous zones plus more. Okay?
Mhm.
There are plenty of erogenous zones on my body. Go find one because this ain't it.
Yep.
Stop being scared to speak up.
That's right.
I know it's hard. I know. Everybody is not as forward because if they were, we wouldn't have these conversations and I wouldn't have a job.
This is true.
So I understand that everybody's not as forward. But I try to encourage both men and women that you are responsible for your sexual.
She says you feel bad about it. Why?
Well,
You can't feel bad about what
Your body.
what fits your own
Your body.
your
If
own needs.
you don't like it, then you gotta say, baby, I don't. But you have to be. Don't be nasty with it.
it ain't what you say.
It's
That's
how
how
you
you say it. Yeah, absolutely.
And that's the thing to be mindful of. If you don't like it, you know what I'm saying? And again, still, you have to understand that no matter how you put it to some people, they always going to take it offensive.
That's right.
They're always going to find fault with it. And then
Right.
well, you said it, and people like that, I feel like when they start trying to find blame in situations, like you say, I didn't like you playing with my breasts. So now he does nothing and then tries to turn it back on you.
They must maybe didn't do it right.
So again, this is him turning that back on you to try to make it look like you're at fault for what he wants.
Yeah.
So in that aspect, sweetie, I have to tell you, I mean, unless you're married to him, move around.
Yep.
Because that person does not respect your self-autonomy and agency to your body.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody's doing something that you don't like and they, such and such liked it, or they not do it, all them other people didn't do it right. It doesn't matter who does it. I don't
like it.
So I gives a damn about who else. I
Yeah.
know I don't like it.
That's right.
Now, if you would like for me, maybe instead of trying to force me into doing it, maybe let me let you give me some time to let you give a try at it, because it might be something I like later on.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not that people didn't do it right. I just didn't like it. But of course, again, when you're trying to force me into something,
I ain't gonna like it anyway.
right? I'm definitely not gonna like it. And then I'm gonna feel bad, like she said, I feel bad. Now I'm gonna feel bad when I don't let you do it because, oh, that's what I like to do. Well, guess what? Try to ease into it. Maybe, help me understand it mentally.
Yeah.
Help me understand what does this do for you? And what is it supposed to do for me? Because pinching my nipples,
Oh,
Oh, hell no.
pinching nipples.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you up in here and you're not just rubbing, you
pitching, yes.
you're trying to twist it off like it's a knob. Okay, but that shit hurts. Point blank, it hurts. So if I tell you that it hurts and I tell you I don't like it, then you should be like, okay, let me stop
Mm-hmm.
and not proceed forward. But let me maybe slowly work you up to it. So I started one pressure, and I started the next pressure, and I started the next pressure, and I started the next pressure. So, because I know now this is my personal experience. I know for me, when I engage with somebody in doing something that they're not comfortable doing or have never done before, I gotta, slide you into it. I can't just run
Jump
up
over
on
you.
you.
Slow walk them. Slow walk them. That's
You know,
right.
right. I ran up on the dude, choked the shit out of him, and he was ready to fight.
Oh Lord, I'm weak.
Cause my ignorant ass. Shit. Everybody else like to get choked. What's your problem?
All right.
So, I done choked this poor man, and he mad as hell with me. So, and and of course I'm like, well, why you mad? And he's like, I didn't, he was like, that just took, for him, it took away all of his control, which it did.
Yes, absolutely.
I said, So you felt powerless at that moment? He said, yes, I did. And I don't like feeling powerless. Okay, I got you. So now every now and then I'm gonna slide up on, I'm gonna walk you into it. I ain't gonna choke you yet. I'm just gonna put my hand in. I'm gonna apply a little pressure. And then the next time I'm gonna come up a little bit more. You have the right to tell me when to stop.
Right.
That is
You
right.
have the right to tell me when to stop.
Right.
If you don't tell me to stop, I'm going to proceed.
That's
and
right.
I move that hand up a little bit more, and I do a little bit of like this, so that you and I prepare you. So
Right.
you know what I'm saying? It's only fair that people, do that. But again, of course, like I said, stop sleeping with people who do not respect you sexually.
Mm-hmm.
Married or not. I honestly, I can really say that. Because I know some married men who take advantage of it. I know some married women who take advantage of it. I know some married women who hold out. Not because they didn't want it, but just simply because they wanted that control. And I'm like, what do you think that does for him?
Right.
How do you think that does him? When you're holding out on stuff simply because he didn't answer a call that you wanted or something. So now you're using sex as punishment.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Or you're using sex as a weapon. And once you weaponize sex, that's it.
That's it. Yep. Well, ladies, we have been up here 2 hours, and we can take this topic on and on and on because there's so many things that you can talk about when it comes to sex, and I really, really do enjoy talking about it because people need to know, and I might have to do another episode of this topic. We're gonna have to do another episode of this topic. We're gonna have to get down to some nitty gritties.
I was going to narrow it down. We gonna talk.
We're gonna talk.
Have some talks.
Yes, we're gonna have to talk. But I appreciate you all coming on here. So I will send you all another link next week. So we can
I appreciate it, Mama. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, it was fun, most definitely.
All right, y'all.
I've never met you before. But
Nice to meet you.
That is, what's her name? Army Lord. Jesus, I can't think of her name. That is Army. I'm sorry, y'all. My bad.
Hey, Julia.
Out of here, we got to talk. So we just got it talking, and we couldn't, do what we wanted to do. But I appreciate you all coming up here. If you all can go to Let's Grow with Yo-Yo's page and like and share it. I will see you ladies next week.
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right. See you next week.
All right.
All right, ladies.
Bye-bye.